Well, I've done a little bit off camera, but not a lot. Just took a little bit of graphite out because I've been over it so many times. It's just got to gone smooth and shiny there, but that's all right. So I'm going to try and get as much as we can get done today. I'd like to be able to finish it actually, but we'll just see how we go. I don't want it to go on for too long. So I'm going to do the detail on the trees and then come forward, foreground. So we're just going to see how we get on. Oh, I've got another poem to read that Anna wrote. So I'll be doing that as well. I remember, I don't know, about before we did the book actually, so it'd be about 3 or 4 years ago, I remember calling into one of the pubs there. It's the pub right on the corner. So I shot down the street, footage, for the street from that end of town, and it's the Lockyer pub, the Lockyer Hotel, I think yeah. But anyway, now I remember talking to the previous owner there, and she was telling me that a truck had come around that corner, because it's a real sharp corner. It's just, really, literally a 90-degree corner. Anyway, the truck come around there one I don't know if it was night time or daytime or whatever, but it didn't quite make it. And I don't know if it rolled or what happened, but anyway, it took out the balcony. Now, I've tried drawing that pub a couple of times and trying to get that balcony right, it's just sort of, it's such fine, delicate artwork that it's sort of got me a bit stumped. I'll get around to it one of these days, for sure. But anyway, she was telling me that hotel actually comes under the Historical Trust. So when it came to restoring it, no one knew how to do it. And they went through, I think she said 5 different builders to actually get it finished. I thought, wow, because I don't know how they make those balconies, what do you call it, the filigree or something like that. It's just incredibly delicate artwork. And it's made from, they must cast it somehow. Now I don't know anything about how they do it, but I know how hard it is to try and draw it, that's for sure. Yeah, it used to be it was a stationery shop. And the people that owned it decided to make it more like a dairy convenience type store. And anyway, they wanted to put something different in there, and someone asked me if I'd put my art in there. So I thought, oh, okay. I think I just finished an exhibition, and so I had it all sort of all packed up, and I went, I'll bring something down there. And I ended up, I think I sold about 6 or 7 pieces, or they sold about 6 or 7 pieces in there. So it was really worth my while. But that shop closed in the end, and the owners moved on. It's very hard to sort of, I guess, to, try a shop like that, people would probably go to the supermarket. It's a convenient thing, they get their newspapers and get their milk, but I don't think there's a lot of profit in that. But anyway, they were really nice people too. I don't know what they're doing now. I know when we were doing the book, and Anna was speaking to some locals and that, and trying to find out much she could about different places. And where this property here is, it was, I don't know if it still is, but it was the old Hawley property. And the house that's leaning over, like the shed, which is sort of over here, she had a great interview with him. I think his name is Lex Hawley. And I believe he's in his 80s, and he's still working on the farm, still going out doing things. You see him driving around in his ute. Well, if you're in America, that'd be called a pickup, I suppose. But yeah, he's still active. And a lot of the people that she interviewed for the book were elderly, but they're still out active, still out doing something. So I don't know if there's something in the water or what, but it's one of those towns you can see. It's a town where they're just never going to give up. The people are strong, great community spirit. I might read that poem that I was talking about. There's another one that Anna wrote. It's only a short one, and of course, once again, I hope I do it justice. I don't know if my voice is suited for poetry, but it's something I've never done before in my life. But anyway, I like a challenge, so here we go. Forest Hill by Anna Hahn. Even without the forest and sadly lacking hills, this place can weave its magic. Old shop fronts beckon still. The main streets steeped in history. Pubs and coffee shops survive. The grain towers hover over homes, and kites wheel in the sky. Once many rural traders brought farmers' produce here. By horse and cart or bullock teams, then rail, then trucks appear. A quaintness lingers in the town, and the families that stayed can offer stories of their own about forgotten ways. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Now, once again, I think it's that time where I stopped talking and moved into time lapse. And depending on what part of the world you're in, grab a cup or a glass of your favourite drink, put your feet up, sit back and relax and enjoy the music and think about the beautiful weekend ahead. And I'll see you in a few minutes. I really appreciate you watching through to the end. And if you're a fellow creator, then you know just how important that is for helping our channels to grow. And I'd like to give a big thank you to all my subscribers. You've all helped me to achieve another milestone of 700. Thank you. Or at least at the time of this recording it was 700. But as we all know, that can go up and down at any time for no particular reason. You know, one of the things that inspires me to keep producing this content is the wonderful comments that you leave. And to me, you're all like friends that I haven't yet met. And in a lot of cases, I really do feel like we are connected. Truly. Well, that's the last one for Forest Hill. We'll step back in time. And I hope you've enjoyed watching it as much as I've enjoyed sharing it with you. To me, Forest Hill is such an inspiring place. The people, they have a resilience and they're so proud of their history. They have the never give up mindset. And I feel pretty privileged and honoured to have been able to capture a small piece of their history. Now next week's video is another chapter from our book, Beyond the Fence, and it's another special place where we live here in the Lockyer Valley, a beautiful part of southeast Queensland. Now this is your first time here, I'll leave a link to my playlist blog up here, so you can, well, if you so desire, watch it from the beginning. Well, that's about it for now. And if you like what you're seeing, you feel you're getting some value, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, share it with your friends. Hey, they might like it as well. And it's free to subscribe. Just ring that notification bell, that way you'll get notified every time a new video comes out. So we'll see you in the next one, same time, same place, and I wish you all the best weekend ever.